Yo, what the deal? This your man Frank Dutch right here, man. This is an episode of Frankie's Corner, man. And look, I got my man Soundtrack in this joint, man. I call him Soundtrack still. You don't even go by that no more, do you?
Nah.
Yeah, it's straight
Track last now.
Yep, my man Track last in here, man. Look, yo, long time coming meeting this guy, man. Like actually getting a chance to talk to you, bro. How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. You know, staying staying focused.
Word. What you been working on? You say you working. What's working, man? What's going on?
Man, you know, trying to spread that music as far across the world as possible, man. We got I just did 2 joints on J.R. Ryder's project he just dropped.
Word.
Been working with these 2 brothers. I don't know if you're familiar with them, the Hoodies from New York.
I believe so. I believe I heard that name before. You know what I'm saying? Word. That's man. Congratulations,
going, man. Big things going. Staying working.
Yeah, that's a serious serious placements right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy though that's happening now, man. Because like I said, I know you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
it's been a minute.
You know what I mean, like, so like you one of the few people that I know that's been doing this before Instagram and all of the social media stuff, all of the different outlets that we have now to, you know, to get listeners and stuff like that. What are like some tips that you have like for up and coming producers, man, like that's trying to get in that position?
My number one thing is consistency, man. Like even if you know, people say beat block or you sit down, you can't make that, push through it. Consistency. Like you know, you talking to a person, I got over 4,000 beats and maybe people won't hear some of them, but they're there just in case. So it's consistency. Keep making stuff, keep working, keep reaching out, networking, stuff like that.
What are some ways like you're networking, man? Like, you know, because you got it's a lot of young producers, man. Like they're consistently making beats. You know what I'm saying? It's staying, you know, on the hard drives or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are some of the approaches that you took?
Me personally, I have this one thing where every Monday I research unsigned artists, whether it be YouTube, WorldStar, any other platforms, and I reach out to them. And sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But I still have made a lot of connections that way. I actually spoke with Jordan Lucas before he even blew up. We did some work. Just reach out to the up and coming people.
Right. Definitely don't be scared to reach out. Can't be scared to reach out. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
Like with that being said though, because again, doing this a long time, man. What's like a crazy experience you had in the studio? So it's like, you know, because now we can really reflect on it because now
I think the craziest, me personally, I think the craziest experience was I was at a studio on Granby. I forget what it's called. And I'm in there, I'm working on a track. Huh?
You said on Granby?
Yeah, it's on Granby.
Yeah, I know where that's at, but for the people that, you know what I mean, where is that?
Oh, Granby Street in North of Virginia.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
It was like right above a subway. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm sitting there making a track, and somebody walks in the studio. I don't even turn around because I'm focused, and I'm making it, and the dude just says, "Hey, you should turn that instrument down." And he's sitting there the whole time for like 20 minutes coaching me, and I'm looking at it, and I turn around, and it's Chad from Neptunes, and I didn't even know. So I was like, at that point, I'm froze. So I'm like, oh shit. And then he just walked out.
He just walked out after that?
He just walked out. Yeah.
Yo, that is crazy. Yo. So you ain't turning around the whole time and then suddenly...
I ain't turning around the whole time. I'm just listening to this person coach.
Yeah, listening.
Like, this shit working. You know, he's sounding better. But no, I think that was my crazy.
He came up on you like a guardian angel type of situation.
Pretty much.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can tell you a crazy experience, but man, like it's not as positive as that. So I don't even. I actually ended up. I'll say it. I actually ended up fighting in a studio one time, man. Like crazy. And like for the listeners, man, y'all don't do this. You know what I mean? Like like have things in place. You know, so things like this won't happen, or the Percocet can just be removed. But basically what happened was, man, like, dude came there drunk, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get in his vibe and everything like that. Came there drunk. And, but the problem was he got drunk to the point where he started getting a little belligerent, you know what I'm saying? And aggressive, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that don't work well with me. I don't think nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that ain't gonna fly.
So, we had to, get him out, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go into it, but that was like one of my crazy experiences in a studio. But like thousands of them. Probably a more positive one though was like the first time I went to what was it? Master Sound in Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first time I went to Master Sound, it was during the time me and our man Prano, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and him were signed to that indie label that we were signed to at the time. And we were in there, and the engineer, because I'm big on like engineering and producing and stuff like that.
I know. Yeah,
rappers is cool, but I get excited about that side. And sitting in there, man, with one of the engineers that worked on countless Neptunes albums, you know what I'm saying? Countless Neptunes albums and Khalees stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was mastering our stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing my voice coming through them big monitors in that joint, you know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
It just felt super right, man. It just felt super right,
Yeah, moments like those, man. That's surreal, man. Especially like if you're working with people that have worked on projects that you look up to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it stands out in your memory.
Yeah, like definitely does. It makes me want to ask you this though, like, what are you using now? You know what I'm saying? Like what are you using these days to make tracks?
Now I'm going back and forth between Logic and Machine.
Between Logic and Machine. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, you are one of the people that helped solidify Logic in my mind. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was always like I used it once. I used Logic 8 back in like 2009, probably 2008 or something like that. And I didn't like it that much. You know what I mean? I didn't like it that much. But time went on. I ended up going to school for it. And I had a class where we had to use Logic. You know what I'm saying? And so that kind of forced me in it. But when I was, but I seen you working on it and some of the stuff that you could do in combination with stuff that I saw in school. And I was like, oh yeah, I might, it made me actually consider just straight going to Logic, like for everything, like for recording, like, all that.
I mean, it's cool, man. So it's an all-in-one, DAW. But I use it mostly because I like to play most of the instruments. Straight into the system. So that would just work better, personally to me than as opposed to like FL Studio.
It does.
I didn't get on Machine until I think last year. Last year when I went to New York, man. I was at Rain. I think I was at Rain's studio. Dude from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Fuck with URL.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching him make a beat, and I'm like, yo, this is a cheat code.
Yeah.
the workflow is so fast.
Bro, because the Machine, man, it's everything that I'm familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Being messing with it for as long as I've been messing with it. Like, I touched MPCs, I touched Yamaha motifs, Tritons, all of the different hardware. I still got an ASR. You know what I'm saying?
I see, man. Look, I remember we talked about it. I was trying to find one.
They hard. They kind of hard to find for a good price, because they charging now for them joints like how they used to charge. Like, them joints is like $1,500 for some of them joints. But the beautiful thing about it though is when you get one, man, like the sound that comes out of it when you know what you're doing, just in general, is beautiful.
Yeah.
But doing it for that long, man, I've seen a lot of different stuff with it. So I noticed that it's everything that I'm familiar with. It got elements of Reason, it got elements of Fruity Loops, it got elements of Logic, it got obviously elements from the MPC. And I just fell in love with it, man. I fell in love with it.
I think what they're trying to do now is update it to the point where, like you were just saying, like all of those, it looks like all of those, because they even changed, like, some of the pattern creation.
How do you feel about the new updates, man? Like, now that you mentioned that, because I got one problem with it, but I'll let you.
I like the new update helped me out a lot, because at first I was frustrated. That's why I was saying I was going back and forth between Logic. Like, I couldn't edit the patterns like I wanted to.
That arrangement window was messing you up.
Yeah. It was, I wasn't really feeling it, but now, it helped out a whole lot.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Because I came in on the machine 2011. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't. It didn't look like that. It didn't. No.
I've seen screenshots. No,
yeah. If you wanted to track out your beat, your best bet was to just drag and drop it or export it. Whatever. But now, you can arrange it, and I'm still getting used to that. I still end up like dragging and dropping the files into Pro Tools or Logic or whatever, you know what I mean? And just going from there, arranging it. Because that's what I'll end up mixing it on anyway when somebody does the song. But I would love to be able to like really arrange the beat out all the way. Like I'm one day I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna just tackle that. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna do that.
That's what you gotta do. Just take a day.
Yeah. Figure that out, because I never really mess with it, because I'm not even used to it. I don't even think about it, man. You know what I mean? But selling beats and leasing beats. First, actually, I want to ask you this before I get into that. I want to ask you this. Your website, man, is dope as hell. You know what I mean? Like your website is dope because it's straight to the point. You know what I mean? It's like as soon as you type it in, the playlist right there in the shop right there. You hear the beat, and you hear it, and then right beside it is the price. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like how you did that. Like, so like tell us how did you do that? Like, how did you really?
Well, just for the people is iamtrak.com. Go ahead, stop by, check those out. But I was listening to somebody talk one day, and they said, the listeners, or the buyers rather, they don't want a bunch of excess stuff, in the way of hearing your beat or buying the beat. It's consumer. So as soon as they get to the website, you need to have that product ready. And, you just got to constantly maintain that, switch it up, and update it, so people stay engaged, they stay interested. So that's the concept behind the website, just straight to the point.
Mm-hmm. Consistently, too. consistently straight to the point too, because like I noticed how the tabs are even arranged. Like, first of all, the landing page is the store, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have like the ways to actually get in contact with you too. Like it's super simple, man. I love how you did that. And the pricing is interesting too, because like I want to ask you how did you come with the pricing as well? Like what's the mindset? You know what I mean? When you
price, that's easy, man. Pricing for me, until we get to exclusive rights or talking about that, I really don't have much of a concern for that, because I know how hard it is for people to get quality music without paying, a lot. Because people will overcharge for some BS these days. But basically, man, I just set the prices low, because there's a lot of up and coming artists that don't have it to get the beats. They got the pen, they got the mind, they got the ideas and all of that, but they just don't have the funds to fund their dreams. So I mean, if I can help by lowballing on my price, then so be it. Have fun.
And you make it
to the exclusive, then we got to talk.
Absolutely. And me and you do got to talk, because I definitely heard something. You know what I'm saying?
That's been a long time coming, Dutch. We heard something.
Hey, listen, bro. I heard something. But check it out, man. I want you to tell me like 5 of your go-to plugins or VSTs. Like when you like say like if you in a studio and you got your laptop, but you're not in your home where you got everything. You just got your laptop. You know what I'm saying? what are the 5 joints you gotta have with you?
Uh, 5 I gotta have. I'm just all right. I'm just start with 5. I'm gonna say Valhalla Reverb.
That's
I need that.
Yeah. I got that Echo joint too, I think.
I don't have a specific one that I use, but I do need a transient shaper because that helps with a lot of my synths and my kick drums.
You know, it's one in the machine, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. You don't like it sounds?
I had to find that quick.
Yeah.
Let's see, man.
That's 2. That's 2?
Yeah, that was 2. I'm trying to think of specific plugins that I always have. Oh, Moog. I gotta use that Moog.
Which one?
I use a lot of my bass and synths. I use the Triton synth in Contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the number one that I have to have, the number one that I have to have now is the Serato.
Oh, Serato sample?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got spoiled with it.
Serato, I haven't touched it yet, but I seen a lot of cats use it, man. Like I'm not sure of how it would work for, like, how it would work for me, like if I would use it all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because
I
don't know, like, you know, the machine kind of does that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, but I do want to try it though. I want to see really what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like really how it breaks down, man. But yo, one last question I want to ask you about, because we were talking about plugins anyway. What you think about output, man? Like, what do you think of? What do you think? Have you ever used any of that stuff?
Yeah. I use output actually quite a bit.
Me too. Me too. That's the real cheat code, for real.
But I like it, man. They're getting it right. It's not all the way right, but they're getting it right.
It's definitely coming. Like
the fact that it finds the key for you automatically, and you know, my suggestion would be to get more producers on hand for more relatable sounds and stuff like that. Or take suggestions. But yeah, they're getting it right. I like output.
Yeah, I rock with it too. Like I don't even really have that much of a problem with it, but you made me notice something. I do agree with you there. Like as far as like they should get more relatable sounds, because some of it is a little misleading. Like as far as like you know, what you looking for, but the best thing though, like you said, that man, the fact that it finds the key, and for somebody like me that I don't really know how to play an instrument. Like I never really learned to really play an instrument before.
Yeah.
But so that's part of why I've always been sample heavy. But my ear is kind of sharp. I can play things by ear. I can play by ear, but I can't read.
You were being super humble there, and your ear is kind of sharp. Your ear sharp as hell.
I appreciate it, but I don't appreciate it. I'll take it. But no, like I'm able to play things by ear a little bit, and the fact that it finds the key, it definitely helps. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if I use like a loop in there, just for an example, one of the loops that's in there, and I know it's in that key. If I decide not to use that loop anymore, but I already got the drum track arranged around key structure, like I can play something else or go to something else. You know what I'm saying? Because because the machine got this function too. I'm sure you noticed it by now, where you can set it to scale. It's like a scale button on the joint where you can just play things without being out of key.
Yeah.
You know? And that's dope too. You know what I mean? I use that all the time. You know what I'm saying? If I'm got that goal. Because it just makes it faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes it faster, bro. And like, you know, when you're doing it for like a living, you do want to kind of pump them out, you know, so you can have the catalog to send.
That's a fact.
To the guys, you know, it's part of that consistency. You know what I'm saying?
But not to be confused, people. Quantity does not mean quality.
Fact.
And you will have some trash beats, but somebody gonna like them.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna like them. Most of you were talking about Prano earlier. Most of the beats that Prano used of mine, I literally made to like either go to sleep and listen to, or I was just making it just to make it, and he turned them into hits. So
let me tell you something about those tracks since you brought that back up. Because that's crazy you said that. First of all, I don't believe you. Number one. I think you're just fronting right now. I'm gonna call you out on my show. I think you.
I'll holler was made for me to go to sleep to. Yeah.
That's crazy. You fucked me up with that one. I didn't really plan on cussing on this show, but you definitely you definitely killed that. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it works, man. You ass up. That's how you pickle.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite ones. And man, you actually it was you and Train, man. You and Train, Night Train. Y'all boys, man. Y'all, man, you say what you say about me, but dog, y'all were part of the reason why I was pushing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, because like we had like I say, Train, Aim High. You know what I'm saying? Like he was working with all of us. You know what I mean? He would bring these beats, you know what I'm saying? And I would hear them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like
that might have been part of his plan. Just everybody work hard.
Yeah, because he knew that none of us are no haters. Like, you know, still sharp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like still sharp as steel, bro. So like when I heard your stuff, bro, I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like the way you used to do, still do. Like I really admire how you do your drums. You know what I mean? Like when you get to doing the live sounding rolls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you doing that, boy, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
And you know, a quick funny story, man. When I first got down here to New Orleans, of course I had to establish myself on the music scene. So I started doing the battles. I hadn't battled in a long time. So I get here and I get to like the final round or whatever. And I'm sitting and I'm listening to the other guy. And his drums were so crisp and so tight. And I'm like, yo, I know this dude just whooped my ass. So when he got off the stage, I was like, yo, I like that snare. Because the snare was fire. Mm-hmm. Super clean, super crisp. He was like, appreciate that. When I went up there, I'm like, nah, I gotta do something better. That's why I started doing the live drums and you know, cleaning it up. So now it's a whole different sound. And that actually helped me out a lot. Took me a lot of places with that new sound.
So a battle brought you to that.
Battling brought me to making my drums cleaner and
it's funny you say that, man, because believe it or not, a battle made me kind of switch it up overall. Not switch it up, but like make it better, do better. You know what I'm saying? Overall. Yeah. Because man, same type of situation pretty much. You know, I go in there. Me and Train is in this battle, you know what I'm saying? And the plan was for us to go head to head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the
fact that y'all can set it up like that.
Yeah, that was the plan. Like we was gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we both got smoked by that same type of situation. Like, boy came in there. It was a team like it was a team of cats in there that pretty much had the same idea, but it was more of them. And I believe them cats. They was trading beats together. Like they was like, all right, yo, like, all right, okay, I took the L, nigga, you take these. You know what I'm saying?
I got beat by the Avengers.
Yo, and we got smoked. And they sounded the you know, the beats that they was playing, or like the mix on them was insane. Like coming out of those speakers in that room, you know what I mean? And mine sounded good. I was hanging, but when dude played that trap joint, and this was around the time where trap was really starting to like really come in, like that sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I played what I played, and he dropped that joint with them 808s, and them bras stood up. They were like, "Hey, yo,
yeah, that's it. That's all you need is a crowd."
I was like, "Yeah, it's over." You know what I'm saying? Messed up. Thought about it too. One of my homeboys, I saw that nigga leave out the door. He walked. I saw. He walked right out the back. I was like, damn, this messed up. This nigga left. But whatever.
Needless to say, the dude that I told I liked his snare, we became best friends, and just for like years we just kept going back and forth winning the beat battles down here.
It's dope, man.
But yeah,
what's his name? Shout him out.
Oh yeah, my man G Mac, man, Gavin George. He make his sound is different, man. It's like an organized noise mixed with DJ Paul mixed with it's he from Arkansas, so he got that southern feel, but it's smooth, man. He play all the instruments, the drums, the guitars, the bass. Oh yeah, he get busy.
Speaking of playing, man, you know what I need you to do?
What's that?
I need to hear something.
Yeah, we can do that.
I need to hear something.
I think we can do that.
I need to hear something.
I just so happen to have some pulled up right here.
Let's go. Straighten out my hat for this. Crazy, bro. Crazy. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. And you know what? That makes me want to do? It makes me want to not only rap, but also go in and make like 10 better. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go in and make 10 better joints than that right now. Hey, look, bro. Hey, bro, amazing, bro. Amazing talent.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
This has really been a pleasure for me to actually finally get with you, man, and we do this, man. I appreciate you. Hey,
thank you for having me, man. Hey, we gotta do this again, man. I had fun doing this, man.
No, we will do it again. Like this is gonna be like the first of many of ours. You know what I'm saying? Especially and what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna lock me in on this too, and I'm gonna give you my number too when we get off of here. We gonna really, you know what I'm saying, clash. So yeah, man, much love, bro. Be cool, man. This has been your man Frank Dutch, man. Frankie's Corner, man. We out of here. Peace.